2024 National Sports Festival. The Ogun State government has unveiled the official logo, theme song and mascot for the games. Governor Dapo Abiodun reaffirmed his commitment to positioning Ogun State as a leading destination for sport, tourism and excellence. Moses Ojaumi reports from the cinema hall of the Junta Cultural Center, Kuto Abeokuta, venue of the unveiling ceremony.
A convergence of sports stakeholders, administrators, enthusiasts, and government functionaries in Ogun State, including Governor Dapo Abiodun, represented by his deputy, Engineer Salako, the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Udaisi Lemide, Secretary to the State Government, Tokunbo Talabi, and the Head of Service, Kandi Onosoya, among others. Welcoming guests to the event, the Ogun State Commissioner for Sport Development, Buwasi Siaka, has shown a well-organized and impactful National Sports Festival.
As we embark on this exciting journey of the 22nd National Festival together, let us celebrate not only our individual accomplishments, but also the strength and unity that sport brings to our community.
The highlight of the day was the official unveiling of the festival's logo, reflecting the state's signature colors, grey and amber. This was followed by the launch of the theme song, composed by Dr. Bayo Adepetu. Of the state, Mission and chairman of the main organizing committee, Bukola Olopade, commended the Ogun State government for its commitment while affirming the full support of the federal government.
Believe me when I tell you that this is the first time in the history of this case that the federal government is pulling every weight behind the whole state, financially, emotionally, and spiritually. The festival that Governor Dapo is about to host has never been organized this way before. It is the first time in the history of this case that we will house 15,000 young men and women in one facility.
Governor Dapo Abiodun, speaking through his deputy, Engineer Salako, declared the state fully ready to host the festival.
Ogun 2024 is not just Ogun State's festival, it is Nigeria's festival. We are ready to host, but we need all hands on deck to make this a truly unforgettable celebration of talent, unity, and national pride. To our partners in the public and private sectors, come on board. To the media, help us spread the excitement. To all Nigerians, mark your calendars, plan your trips, and prepare to witness history. From May 16th to May 31st, the heartbeat of Nigerian sports will be right here in Ogun State. Let's make it count. Let's make it spectacular. Let's make it the best ever. Let's make it premium.
The festival's main sponsor, Premium Trust Bank, had earlier reaffirmed its commitment not just to the events, but to the broader development of sports across the country. Moses Ojaumi, Ogtv News.
Meanwhile, a delegation from the National Sports Commission has visited facilities in Ogun State ahead of the National Sports Festival Gateway Games 2024 scheduled for May. Led by the NSC Director General Chief Bukola Olopade, the team assessed the state's readiness, declaring it 90% prepared.
With just 1 month until the Gateway Games 2024, a National Sports Commission delegation led by the Director General, Chief Bukola Olopade, the visit, part of series of planned events, aimed to gauge Ogun State preparedness for the festival. The delegation's first stop was at the main bowl of MKO Abiola Stadium in Kuto, Abeokuta.
It was just starting, but now it has been increased to more than 100. Wow. 114.
Why is this inspection important today for this facility? It is not only for the aesthetics. It is because we've been grappling with the issue of what we want to do with athletes. That with the kind of astroturf that has been put here, the throws can be done in this stadium. And that for me, I think is the most gratifying thing that has happened within this environment.
Splitting into teams, the delegation inspected additional sites, including Ikene, Elisha to review progress made by the Ogun State government.
I've reached out to the commission and so this is to commit the commission that a few of the equipment that you requested to support you. I hope as we support you in all of this space, and not just the children of the elites and the rich.
We are basically 90% ready in everything, 90%. So, and I would say that the Ogun State government have done well so far.
And away from the National Sports Festival, the federal government has declared Friday, April 18 and Monday, April 21 as public holidays to mark Good Friday and Easter Monday. The Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, disclosed this in a statement on Tuesday by the Ministry's Permanent Secretary, Magdalene Ajani. Announcing this on behalf of the federal government, the Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, extended heartfelt congratulations to Christians across the country on this joyous occasion. The statement added, the minister expressed the importance of embodying the virtues of the sacrifice and love displayed by Jesus Christ, having to die for the redemption of man. Tunji-Ojo also wants the citizens to extend love and goodwill to their neighbors through acts of kindness and generosity. 1.578 trillion naira among the federal government, state and local government for the month of March. This is according to a communique issued by FAC and made available by the Director, Press and Public Relations Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, Bawa Mokwa. According to the communique, the total revenue of 1.578 trillion naira comprised the total revenue of 931.325 billion naira and value-added tax revenue of 593.750 billion naira. It also comprised electronic money transfer levy revenue of 24.971 billion naira and exchange difference revenue of 28.711 billion naira. FAC said that the total gross revenue of 2.411 trillion naira was available in the month of March. The Ministry of Power said plans were on the way to offset the 4 trillion naira debt owed power generation companies GENCOs for electricity generated. Special Advisor on Strategic Communications and Media Relations to Minister of Power, Mr. Bola Tunji, said the Ministry of Power was collaborating with the Ministry of Finance on the options for resolution of the debt. Tunji was reacting to a statement by the GENCOs appealing to the federal government and stakeholders in the power sector to settle more than 4 trillion naira debts owed them for electricity generated. In another development, the federal government has again assured of maintaining the standard that the Tai Solarin University of Education is known for as the Federal Transition Committee visit to Ogun State to kickstart the transitioning of the institution from being state-owned to a federal university. The team, led by the Director, University Education Department of the Federal Ministry of Education, Mrs. Rakia Iliyasu, comprised delegates from TETFund, Nigeria Universities Commission, as well as the Federal Ministry of Education. The director appreciated the state government for the warming that the committee has mandate to ensuring a smooth transitioning of the university, adding that the preliminary visit was to intimate the state government on requisite document, including the certificate of occupancy, to be transferred to the federal government to initiate process and
I want to appreciate the governor. He had appreciated the president for taking over the institution. You can't take something that is beautiful and destroy it. You will build upon what the government has built in that place by the special counsel.
In his remarks, the Secretary to Ogun State Government, Mr. Tokunbo Talabi, who received the team on behalf of government, opined that the Prince Dakwa Abiodun-led administration is committed to ensuring due diligence and support towards engendering a smooth transition of the university order to enhance the existing standard of the institution for the benefit of the learners and staff. Also in attendance at the meeting, Science and Technology, Professor Abayomi Arigbabu, Vice Chancellor of TASOED, Professor Wale Banjo, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, among others. The Ogun State government, through the Office of the Special Advisor to the Governor in Education, hosted a one-day training for selected public secondary school teachers in Ijebu Division. Themed Behavioral Management, a 21st century perspective. The program equips teachers with modern strategies to manage student behavior and enhance learning outcomes. Our reporter, Olaide Oloye, filed this report from Ijebu Muslim College Hall, Ijebu-Ode, where the training took place.
Following this of the Special Advisor to the Governor on Education, Science and Technology, organized a similar session for Ijebu Division educators. The event brought together selected teachers, stakeholders, parents and security personnel with expertise in behavioral management to facilitate the training. In his opening remarks, the Principal General of Ijebu Division, Mr. Yusuf, emphasized that the training aims to improve learning outcomes, reduce disciplinary challenges, and foster a supportive, inclusive classroom environment.
Initiative is educative, impactful, insightful, and we have set machinery in motion so that whatever we learn today does not end here. So we are going to, the machinery has in motion to see how principal implements what has been learned.
Dr. Mrs. Ronke Shoyombo, Special Advisor to the Governor on Education, Science and Technology, highlighted that the training seeks to build teachers' capacity to manage student behavior effectively, promote positive learning space, and boost academic performance.
Today we had the parents here, today we had people from the center, because we love the children that we are teaching, and I'm so grateful to all of them for listening to them, because my dream will be to actually see difference in all our schools.
Stakeholders commended the state government for the initiative and pledged continued support to advance Ogun's education sector.
When staff are trained, the training they get from here, they will go and imbibe it in the life of the student.
You want to agree with me that the problem of paucity of teachers has actually been resolved by employing more than 5,000 teachers.
The program featured panel discussions on 21st century challenges, including classroom management, conflict resolution, and innovative behavioral strategies. Participants urged the government to organize more such impactful programs, promising to apply the skills acquired for better classroom outcomes. With the Yewa and Ijebu training session concluded, the Egba and Remo divisions are scheduled for April 15 and 17, 2025. Olaide Oloye, Ogtv.
Confirmed the nomination of members into some statutory commissions following their earlier screening last week. The confirmation was the outcome of the reports presented by the Committee of the Whole House, chaired by the Speaker, Right Honorable Ludaisi Elemide, and read by his Deputy Honorable Bolanle Ajayi. Correspondent Kolawole Osho covered the plenary. Details in this package.
The confirmation of nominees into statutory commissions followed the presentation of a report by the Committee of the Whole House, chaired by the Speaker, Right Honorable Ludaisi Elemide. The report was presented by the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Bolanle Ajayi, who subsequently moved for its adoption. The motion was seconded by the Minority Leader, Honorable Lukman Adeleye, and unanimously supported through a voice vote.
The committee recommended the confirmation of distinct nominees into the office proposed for each of them and the approval of same by the Honorable House having found them eligible and suitable to hold the offices in consonance with the provision of Section 198 of the 99 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as altered.
Following this, the Majority Leader, Honorable Yusuf Sharif, moved a motion for the report to be adopted as a resolution of the House. This was also seconded by the Minority Leader and received the support of the whole members present. The Speaker, Right Honorable Ludaisi Elemide, thereafter directed that the resolution confirming the nominees be transmitted to the State Governor, Prince Dapò Abiodun, for necessary action. Meanwhile, the Assembly observed a minute silence in honor of two prominent sons of Ogun State, Ambassador Tunde Oladunjoye, former Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, and Honorable James Bankole, a former lawmaker who represented Yewa North 1 State constituency between 1999 and 2003. Honorable Bankole passed away on March 26, 2025, at the age of 84. The tribute followed announcements on the floor of the House by Honorable Waliu Owode of Ijebu East State constituency and Honorable Adegoke Adeyanju of Yewa North 1 State constituency, who formally informed the House of the deaths.
Meanwhile, members of the Ogun State House of Assembly, led by the Speaker, Right Honorable Ludaisi Elemide, paid a condolence visit to the All Progressives Congress State Secretariat to mourn the deaths of former Publicity Secretary Comrade Tunde Oladunjoye. Respondent Kolawole Osho joined the entourage and filed this report.
Speaker, Right Honorable Ludaisi Elemide, leading the Assembly members, noted that the House had earlier observed a minute silence during plenary to honor Oladunjoye, a former local government chairman and board chairman of Ogun State Television. Elemide praised Oladunjoye's vibrant leadership, saying he carried the APC's flag with distinction as its publicity secretary. Elemide called him a true comrade whose dedication shone through, adding that his absence leaves a void hard to fill.
He was a great leader. He was very active. He was the publicity secretary of the party. He played that role very well. To fill that vacuum may be very, very difficult. He was a religious person in Islamic way, and in journalism, he was an icon. So I can say that every facet of his life, he bestrode everywhere like a colossus.
Honorable Oluwasegun Bankole, the APC Administrative Secretary, received the Speaker and his entourage. He lauded Oladunjoye's significant contribution to Ogun State's development.
It's a good visit, though not in a very good note. They came to sign the condolence register for the departed member of the State ESCO, who happens to be the State Publicity Secretary. During his lifetime, he was efficient. He was up to put things in correct perspective.
Bankole expressed gratitude to the lawmakers for their condolence visit to the party secretariat.
May his soul continue to rest in peace. The Magistrates Association of Nigeria Ogun State Branch held its 44th Magistrates Preparedness. Ogun State Chief Judge, Honorable Justice Musomola Digbelu, while declaring the conference open, emphasized that AI is central to the judiciary's digitization effort, promising greater efficiency, consistency, and access to justice. Margaret Okunola reports from the ceremonial court, Kobakwe Abeokuta.
The magistracy remains a key component in justice delivery system. Therefore, the need for continuous learning to harness their potentials and safeguard the integrity of the legal profession. Hence, this 44th Annual Conference of Magistrates Association of Nigeria, Ogun State Branch, with the theme, Incursion of Artificial Intelligence in Legal Parlance, Magistrates Preparedness. While declaring the conference open, Ogun State Chief Judge, Honorable Justice Musomola Digbelu, said the digitalization of the state judiciary has been a cardinal agenda of our administration.
We must advocate for regulations, ensuring transparency, accountability, and